Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video, doing a 5-day forecast today. Have a detailed look at weather coming 5 days across the British Isles. Not a great deal going on. High pressure going to be dominating most of the period. Right at the very end, we may get a change towards more unsettled conditions. It's a little bit uncertain this morning now how unsettled it's going to get at the start of next week. But certainly up to the weekend anyway, going to be loads of dry weather with high pressure dominating. So it's pattern we've had over the past few days, which is cold, misty mornings and then warm, sunny afternoon. That's going to continue at least up until the weekend. So we'll have a little bit of detail on Maddie in a moment, but before I get on with that, just say about the analysis and articles on all pages. GasObvious.com, have Brad's widgets, send the articles that you're interested in, click through. You have to come and read the article, thanks so much for doing that. There's also video ads, most of the page, so you open out the content when you watch it, they'll close back up again. Thanks so much for getting involved and helping to pay for the website. I thought I'd just start off with this image. It's a very striking and dramatic image in 3D of the oceans and global wind map, and really indicating the jet stream. Actually, the jet streams across our side of the world. So we've got the northern hemisphere up here, and we've got the southern hemisphere down here, and in between we've got all of the ocean, Atlantic Ocean and land masses on this side of the Earth. Now, what you can see is that the jet stream is going to the north of the UK today. This area just here is indicating the jet stream running to the north. There's the British Isles just there. So we can see the high pressure that we're under and the way that has sort of shoved the jet stream off up to the north of the country at the moment. There's another little area of low pressure down to the south, and you can see easterly winds are coming around the southern side of this high pressure, really affecting much of France and then going out into the Atlantic. Remember, a few days ago we was actually due to get those easterly winds this week. There was a suggestion that could bring in cloud and showers onto the eastern coast. And of course, the high pressure being trended southward. So something to keep in mind for winter, actually, this. Very often, easterly winds do go a little bit down the pan in this country, and the high pressure finishes up further south, and the east gets shoved off into sort of France and Spain. That's what's happened really this time. Of course, it doesn't matter because it's only September, but if this was January or February a few days ago, it would have been, of course, for a bitterly cold beast from the east type blast. And of course now we'd be talking about downgrades and a cold spell going a bit down the tube. So it just goes to show how these easterly winds can get shunted southwards. But the main thing to take from this 3D image is that the jet stream has pushed off up to the north, and we're under a big area of high pressure, which can clearly be seen by the split in the wind, with the northerlies to the north, the westerlies to the north of us, and the easterlies going to the south of us. This is from the website earth.knowleschool.net, and you find the link to this on the links page. It was shared by somebody on my the comment part of my website a few days ago. Thanks to them for posting the link. Right, I thought we'd just start off with that because there's not much going on, so let's get on with the 5-day forecast. No, I'm not going to bother looking at the radar pitch because there's no rain anywhere across the country today. We're under high pressure. It's a pretty cool start with a little bits of ground frost and some fog patches as well. All of that's gone, and the sunshine is coming through strongly now. That's going to be way a bit through the rest of this afternoon. Dry from the far north of Scotland right way down to the Channel Islands. Doesn't happen very often, but getting a few days like that this week. Good sunny spells, unbroken sunshine coming through in places. There's more of an easterly breeze in the south, as we saw on the wind chart we was just looking at. There is a bit more of a breeze down to the south, as that could bring a little bit of cloud into the south and southeast, but overall loads of sunshine coming up today. And after that cold start, temperature's going to stage a recovery, reaching around 17 or 18 degrees quite widely into 60s Fahrenheit and above average for the final day of September. Tonight, the high pressure is just sitting there over the country, so it's a repeat of the last few nights. As it gets dusky, the temperatures will start to drop. As we go into the night, the temperature will do a bit of a plummet, and we'll have more pockets of ground frost in rural parts of central and northern Britain. The highest temperatures will be in the south-southeast. There'll be mist and fog patches coming back again. Some of those could be quite dense, especially again in central and northern regions. Temperatures in rural places going down as low as 2, 3, 4 degrees, so low enough for ground frost. In towns and cities holding up somewhere around 7 to 10 degrees, something like that. No change through into Thursday. The high pressure still in over the country, so once again we see a misty start, but sunny spells in a lot of places right from word go. That sunshine will burn away mist and fog very quickly. Sober first day of October continues where September leaves off with good sunny spells and temperatures warmer than average for the time of year. After a cold start, we eventually go up to around, say, 17, 18, possibly 19 degrees. So again, into the low to mid 60s Fahrenheit. We keep the pattern going through into Friday as well. So another cool, misty start, some fog patches, pockets of ground frost. All of that goes very quickly and they have good sunny spells going through. Maybe not quite as sunny on Friday, but even so very pleasant for the start of October. Temperatures again at around 18 or 19 degrees. Maybe a little bit of a change going through into the weekend because the high pressure is weakening a little bit. We are still under high pressure, but with a little bit of a weakening taking place, we could sort of bring more moisture into the atmosphere, I think. So maybe as we get through into the weekend, we've got a greater risk of fog and possibly even low clouds. So we may start Saturday on quite a foggy note across many parts of the country, some dense patches of fog in places. There'll be sunny spells as well, and that sunshine will burn away most of this mist and fog. But what could happen perhaps on Saturday is that with just a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere, the fog may sort of go into low cloud, and the sun may take quite a long time to get rid of that. So just not quite as sunny, a little bit more in way of mist and fog and low cloud around on Saturday. I would think that probably impacts the temperatures a little bit. It'll be ever so slightly cooler, but still above average at around 16 or 17 degrees. Again, cold nights though, with the risk of ground frost. We move through into Sunday and no change. High pressure still clinging on, although you notice the low pressures are starting to develop in the Atlantic. So we could bring some cloud and rain into Ireland and the far southwest of England on a freshening southerly wind by the end of the day. Otherwise, once again, we have plenty of dry weather. Could be quite a bit of fog around to start with on Sunday morning. And there'll probably be some low cloud as well, but also sunny spells coming through. Temperatures around 16 or 17 degrees, not doing too bad at all for early October. And then we go through into Monday, and we may well start to find low pressure beginning to push in off the Atlantic. So eastern parts of the country could stay dry through much of the day on Monday, but expect cloud and rain for Scotland and Ireland particularly. And that cloud and rain could spread across many parts of the country through the day. So it's a little bit uncertain about this now, though. The GFS is sort of trying to delay this breakdown and keep the high pressure going. But the other models are sort of indicating this low pressure to push in and give us quite a wet spell next week. So I think that's the way we're still going. It may just take us a little bit longer to get there. But certainly by Monday, I would expect Scotland and Ireland to be turning wet and windy, with the south and southeast possibly hanging on to the dry conditions. If I have a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook, just so you can see weather in your area for the coming 5 days, we will zip through these very quick because there's very little going on actually over the next 5 days. So today it's dry and sunny. Thursday is dry and sunny. Friday is dry and sunny. Saturday is dry with maybe a little bit more cloud and some fog patches lingering on, but still a lot of sun. Sunday is dry and sunny, and well, Monday could bring some cloud and rain into the far north and west, but basically it's still dry and sunny. So in summary, high pressure will be dominating for the coming 5 days. Loads of quiet weather. Will be chilly by night with some mist and fog, maybe getting more widespread with that fog into the weekend, but by day going to be plenty of sunshine, and temperatures will be warmer than average by day despite those chilly nights. So the fine weather continues for the time being. Eventually we will break this down and go into wet and windy autumnal conditions. Quite when it happens, not entirely sure. Will happen eventually, but for the time being, high pressure continues to dominate. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.